I'm Patrick Baymont with Florida Chemical Supply, and we're here today to show you how to calibrate the AF500 foaming box to be used with the liquid hammer product. Simply put, there's only three inputs into the AF500: water, air, and product. No electricity. You can hook up the water from your typical garden hose setup you have off a truck. You can hook it off a main water system. Air pressure, you're going to need about a 100-pound system. And then we have the product line. Once you have these all hooked up, to perform the calibration, you're going to be working from right to left. You're going to be working with water, your air line, which is just going to be the propellant for the whole system, and then you're going to be working with the product using off the air pump. You're going to want to take the water, get it running, completely flush out the line, give it about a minute, minute and a half, and then you're going to scale it back to a trickle. We're going to move to the air. All this is going to do is just start doing an air-water mixture out there. It's going to be pulsating. It's not going to be a complete and total flow each time. That's all right. And then after that, we're going to be moving over to the product line. And all we want out of there is one pump about every second to 2 seconds. This is going to give you a 1-to-1 dilution. You're looking at the internals of the AF500. As we said earlier, you're going to work from right to left. This is the best way to remember it. This is your water line, and this is your air mixture line. This is your air for product line. The regulators typically come set around 45 pounds, sometimes a little higher. The first thing you want to do though when you get in here is make sure everything is shut before you hook up the air and water. After you get hooked up, you have this shut. Check your regulators. You may want to do slight adjustments. Clockwise increases, counterclockwise decreases on regulators. Okay, right now we have it set at about 40 and 60 pounds. When we get started, we're going to take the water valve, we're going to open it all the way. We're going to let it flow for about a minute to completely flush out the lines, come to equilibrium. When we make our adjustment back down, we're going to set this so it looks like this part here is about 8:30 if you imagine a clock. Once we get to come equilibrium, we're going to open the air line 1.5 turns open. Again, you're going to give it about a minute, minute and a half to come to equilibrium. When you start with the product, you're going to open this 1/4 turn open. That's all you have to do. That's going to match up the water with the product and have the propellant of the air coming out, mixing for you. You should have a good solution. The first part of calibration we're going to be doing here now is for the water. We turn the water valve completely on, check for leaks. We turn the nozzle completely on. You can hear the air and water coming out at the same time. Good fan spray. Alright, we're not hearing any more air come out of it. We're going to dial down on the regulator valve in here. Again, we're going to be looking for a trickle of water. Alright, next we're going to be opening up the air valve. 1.5 turns open. That chatter you hear is normal from the air valve. As you can see, it's not a continuous spray anymore. As the air and water mix, they're not going to be homogeneous coming out. We want to wait for it to come to equilibrium because you got 50 feet of hose. Seems pretty well. Now we're going to try the product. We're going to take this 1/4 turn open. In the beginning, you're going to hear the pump operate quite rapidly as it starts to pull product up. Once it starts putting product into the mixture, it will slow down. You will start to see the foaming action coming out of the end of the nozzle. It's much more continuous flow now. It is a little bit more on the water side. We're going to be adjusting down. Actually, it looks like really pretty good foam. Now, one of the things we recommend you do after you think you have it calibrated correctly is actually shut it off at the wand. Wait till you hear everything slow down and come to a stop. Now, every time you turn the wand off, you stop the air pump for product. Water pressure does build up in here. The first 9 to 10 seconds you have this wand on, it has to come to equilibrium. It takes a while for the air pump to catch up. We always recommend that you have them spray at a tire. Otherwise, you take the possibility of washing off any foam off the body of the truck. So we're going to start it up and we're going to see how it comes to equilibrium again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have good foam. You want the foam thick enough so that it's not quite like shaving cream, but it's not running off. You're looking for a good dwell time with the foam. If it's shaving cream, it's not going to have enough water, so it has the possibility of drying too quickly. If it's runny, you're not going to get your dwell time. Typically, when you are going to be foaming the vehicle, it should take 2 minutes or less on a typical foaming of the vehicle from the rotating ring back. You don't have to get 100% of coverage shaving cream on the entire vehicle, because once you start getting concrete off the vehicle, it no longer sticks. It's a smart organic chemical. It will search out the concrete. We also recommend that you have the barrel spinning at least this speed. When you're spraying the rotating ring, it makes it go much quicker and you don't waste as much chemical.